Welcome to the Be Better broadcast, specifically our Impact Hour segment, where we help you to take your message, your impactful message that you want to share with the world, with your target audience. We show you how to take your products and your services and share them with the world so that you can create the impact that you desire, but also so that you can earn that very, very important thing at the same time, which is income. And specifically today, I want to talk to you coaches out there. I want to talk to you people who have a mission for yourself to take something that you've overcome in your own life, some principles or strategies or techniques that you've used to overcome difficulties when it comes to maybe your physical body, or difficulties when it comes to eliminating debts or earning more money, or whatever it is, whatever you're a coach in. I want to help you take your message and share it with the world, but at the same time earn income from the impact that you're sharing with the world. When I first started my coaching business in 2019, it wasn't intended to be a coaching business. I actually started Be Better Industries with the intention of only hosting live events. And we've done a couple of those, and one of them was successful. And it quickly transitioned into me writing my book and me creating digital courses and digital content and group programs, which then transitioned into one-on-one coaching. But in the first year of my business, I earned less than $500 total. And I was able to do this because I had a day job. I was in sales full-time. I was actually a market director, a training director for the entire market for a sales company. So I had the income from that I could use for my business. And I know a lot of people listening right now, you're a coach of some sort. You might brand yourself as a performance coach or a fitness coach or a business coach or a life coach. However, you're just not finding the success that you wanted to find. You might have been doing this for a year, 2 years. It might be a passion project for you. It might be something that you want to build into a business. You might call this your side hustle. But the reality is, if we always think of our coaching and if we always think of our side business as a side hustle, then it never really will become a business in itself, right? We need a plan. We need a pathway to impact. We need a pathway to income, because in today's world, we're in the information age, right? We're in the age where we can package everything that we know into a strong and compelling offer and give it to the people that are willing to pay thousands of dollars for the specific result that we can get them. We just need the right plan, right? And you have a message. You have unique abilities and skills as a coach that can help a lot of people. So I want to help you in this segment specifically to get that message out to the world and help a lot of people. This broadcast is dedicated to helping people to transform their lives and then take their purpose and take their message and share it with the world. So if you get any piece of value out of this Impact Hour broadcast, no matter where you're watching, where you're listening, like, follow, subscribe to this broadcast. But if you take any piece of value away, share this with one friend, share it with one other coach who wants to hear these principles so that they can begin earning income from the impact that they are sending out there to the world. So let's talk about how you can actually earn income as a coach through the impact that you are sending out there into the world. You know, there's so many coaches out there that have the title in their LinkedIn that says life coach, right? But very, very few of them are earning money. And like I mentioned, in my first year in business, I earned less than $500. But once I figured out, okay, these three specific things I have to focus on. And if I focus on these three specific things, in a year's time, I can be earning a full-time income from my coaching and speaking practice. And I started to do that. I found these three things that I want to share with you today that will help you to actually begin earning money as a coach, to begin living the lifestyle that you want to live so that you can share your message with other people and impact your target audience, as well as make a positive difference on the world. Now, the first step to earning income as a coach is you need to define and become very clear on who it is you're serving. It's very important that you become very clear on the person whose life you want to make the most positive impact on. A lot of business books call this your niche. They call it your ideal client avatar, right? I simply want you to think of this person that you want to serve as your ideal client, right? Think about the person you would have the most fun helping. Think about the person you would have the most fun by having them in your program. Think about the person who you see that you have a coaching call scheduled with them for an hour that afternoon, and you get excited to have the conversation with this person. You know, when I started my coaching business with Be Better Industries back in 2019, I had no idea who my target audience was. I knew that it was driven people who want to change their lives. I knew that that was the general audience, but I didn't have any clients yet to test with. I hadn't worked with anyone specifically yet where I worked with them, brought them through my specific process, which is another piece we're going to talk about, and actually saw them to get a clear-cut result in their life. So I didn't really know who my ideal audience was. And I made the mistake of creating products, of creating a digital course that was marketed to the general public versus being marketed to the one person that I really enjoyed working with, which I didn't know until later on with my business about a year later. And my products didn't get much traction. My book wasn't selling itself, right? If you build it, they will not come, right? You have to know who you're targeting before you build it. Before you start selling the program, bring some people in before the program's even created and build the program based on what people want to see, right? I created a course because I thought to myself, if I create this course, I will attract the right people. And to me, the right people was practically anyone. And by saying that you can help anybody, you are in effect helping nobody. So it's so important to really define who is it that I serve, right? And really, the main way that you can figure this out is simply by doing it. Start working with people for a lower cost than what you want to bring in. Like now it's $1,000 a month to work with me as a coach, as a business coach or a personal coach, more so business coach now, helping other coaches to earn income by bringing in their clients. But it's $1,000 a month to work with me right now, and prices will always go up based on the demand, right? And that's just something that happens. But at the beginning, be a lot less priced, right? Charge maybe even $50 an hour to help people with their fitness goals, to help people gain more clarity in their life, to help people work through this emotional block or have the breakthrough that they're looking for in their relationship. Whatever kind of coach you are, whatever type of problem you solve, simply start helping people and have one-on-one conversations with people. And as you have these one-on-one conversations for maybe a month or two, start asking yourself, out of all these people that I'm working with as a coach, who are the people that bring me the most joy? I remember for the longest time, I would work with people from all ages. I would work with people from all different types of industries. At the very beginning, my ideal client was somebody who was doing very well in one specific area of life, but they lacked in all the other areas of life. So a lot of my clients were people who were earning a lot of money, but they didn't have the relationships they wanted. Their body wasn't in the shape they wanted it to be in. They had some kind of emotional blockage that they wanted my help to break through. And I would help any of them. I would help all of them. I'd get on calls. And through this, I found the type of person that I really like to do business with. And generally, it's younger entrepreneurs between the ages of 25 and 30 who are building their own business, who are looking to bring in their own clients. It's the driven person who is willing to put in the work based on what it is we talk about. And you'll find as a coach, not all of your clients are willing to put in the work between the sessions. You want to find the people who are completely bought into the process and who are willing to do whatever it takes to get the result that you're helping them with. Now, I just said a lot, and obviously a lot of that comes down to trust, but that's why it's so important to find the right people. And it's not even defining just who you serve, but ask yourself, what is the specific problem that you're helping people to solve? What is the specific problem that this person, this idea of a client that you want to help, this ideal avatar, what's the problem they want to solve? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to build stronger relationships? Do they want to earn more money? Do they want to eliminate debt? Do they want to attract more clients? Do they want to create a content marketing plan? Do they want to become a better leader? Do they want to become a greater public speaker? You have to have a great understanding of the problem that you're solving because that is how you're going to attract your clients in the first place with step number 3, which we're going to get to here in a bit. You have to understand what problem to speak to. And when it comes to determining who it is you want to help and the problem that you want to solve for this audience of people, this group of people, ask yourself, where were you at the beginning of your own journey? What problem did you face in your own life that you were able to overcome? What problem were you able to conquer for yourself? And therefore, by conquering this issue, you have a really good idea of what it's going to take in order to get the result that you're helping other people with. So if you're a fitness coach, what did that journey look like for you? What was your problem at the beginning of your journey? When I think back to the beginning of my personal development journey, my problem was I was earning a lot of money in my career, but I was completely lost. I was anxious. I was depressed. I had no idea how to quote unquote control my emotions. I had no idea how to surround myself with greater influences. I didn't even know that that was something I needed. So for me, the problem I wanted to help other people solve is to escape these feelings of depression, escape these feelings of anxiety, not through medication, but through holistic purposes, by taking control of your life, by creating goals, by creating a vision, by creating a plan. So when you're determining who your ideal audience is, understand that your who, your ideal audience, is your why. And by pinpointing why you became a coach in the first place, by pinpointing why you became a service provider who's helping whatever kind of person, by pinpointing why you got into this game in the first place, you'll have a much easier time determining who your ideal client is. But you need to know that in order to earn income as a coach. Now, step 2, when it comes to earning income as a coach and not just having the title, but actually impacting lives and earning money as a result of it, is you need to have a clear and irresistible offer for the client that you're looking to attract. And this does several things. And the problem that I faced at the beginning of my coaching journey was I wanted to coach anyone. I would tell people, hey, bring me on as a coach. I'll help you to stay accountable. I'll help you to stay clear to your goals. I'll help you figure out what you want. But to other people, that seems like even more of an expense than a benefit, right? When you think to somebody who wants to get their body into shape and they're 260 pounds and you want to help them get down to 190 pounds, that person isn't just looking for an accountability partner. That person isn't just looking for some help and guidance once a week. They're not just looking for a coaching call weekly. They're not just looking to join an exclusive Facebook community. That person is really looking for a result. That person is looking for something, a clear-cut process and guidance to weigh 190 pounds. And they might not be completely clear on what that result is for them yet. That's what you help them with. But your offer has to be so irresistible to the point that you go to your ideal client and you say, I am going to help you get this specific result. Your offer has to be results focused. It can't be process focused or technical focused. Like, okay, my offer for you as a coach is we're going to sit down once a week. You're going to get an exclusive Facebook community. You're going to have exclusive WhatsApp access with me. You're going to get this workbook. It's like, okay, that's cool. Those are the actionable items. But what result are those actionable items actually leading me to in my personal growth journey? You have to have a result. That result could be, I'm going to help you earn $10,000 in the next 3 months. It could sound something like, I'm going to help you lose this amount of weight. I'm going to help you burn this amount of fat. I'm going to help you achieve this specific goal that you have. And this is where a lot of life coaches fall off the wagon. This is where a lot of life coaches get confused. They say, well, I can help a lot of people do a lot of different things. And that's the problem. Remember what we said earlier. By helping everyone do everything, you're effectively helping nobody do anything. You have to have a clear-cut result that you're going to help somebody to achieve. So ask yourself right now in your coaching business, what result do you help people with? And if you need help understanding this, ask yourself, What got you, again, go back to your why. What brought you into this world of coaching other people? What's your why for getting into this industry? What was the result that you created for yourself? For me, the result that I created was I was able to get my life in order. I was able to take back control of my life and move up in the company that I worked for and find my true purpose, which is helping other people to find their true purpose, helping other people to transform their life. So I quickly realized the result that I help people with is I help people to really pinpoint and define what their own purpose is. And by the way, a lot of times your purpose, the result that you help other people with, is the change that you were able to create in your own life that got you started on your coaching journey in the first place. So what is that change that you created in your life? And how can you offer a result, an irresistible offer to your ideal client to the point where they get on a strategy call with you and you tell them, listen, I know I can help you with this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to your own personal and professional growth and to achieving this goal that you told me? And a lot of times they're going to say, it's a 10. I need to change this. And you say, great, well, let me tell you about the offer that I have for you. It needs to be so irresistible. It needs to completely be about solving the problem that they told you in that strategy call and accomplishing the result that you want to offer them based on your own past experiences as a coach. So number 2 is you need to have a clear and irresistible offer. And in future broadcasts and in future episodes, I'm going to show you how you can build an incredible offer. I'm going to show you how you can create a specific result that people will literally want to throw their money at you because it's going to get them the result that they want in their life. So no matter where you're watching or listening, be sure to like this, follow this, and subscribe so that you see all future episodes that we release in all future broadcasts. And the third step to actually earning money in your coaching practice through the impact that you create in the world is you need to show people ahead of time what it is you can do for them. Listen, life coaches, anyone out there who wants to make a positive impact, anyone out there who wants to be a leader, you have to show people what you're all about before anyone is going to give you money. Before you buy a car, what's one of the first things that 90% of people do before they buy a car? They get in the car and they do what? They test drive it. They demo the product. They try what it is they want before they throw their money at it and invest thousands upon thousands of dollars, but not even just thousands of dollars, but time that they invest as well. You have to show your ideal client and your audience that you are the person who will help them to solve this problem in their life or their business. So how is it that you can show people what it is you do and how you can help them? You create content. You put yourself out there. You give everything away. And I know a lot of you are listening right now and you say, but Brandon, if I write out my exact process, if I tell people exactly the way that I'm going to guide them through this journey of self-development and personal transformation, then they won't even have to work with me. Brandon, if I give it all away, then they can just go through my content and get all the answers. Let me tell you something, guys. You go on my YouTube channel, I have over 200 video trainings that will literally help people to accomplish everything that they could possibly accomplish if they just worked with me one-on-one. But why is it that people still decide to work with me one-on-one and join my programs and buy my courses and buy my book if all of the content is out there for free? It's because working with you allows them to go deeper with you. It allows you to understand their unique situation so that you can provide a personalized game plan. But before you can work with someone and provide that personalized game plan, you have to give it all away. You have to give away your secrets. Nothing is a secret. Knowledge is a commodity that can be found with a simple Google search. So I find so many coaches who are so worried about giving away the farm and giving away all of their information and their secrets and their strategy. Guys, nothing about your process is unique. What's unique is you. So by you giving away all this information, they're still not getting the personalized guidance from what is most important of all, which is personalized help from you. So start creating content. Tell people what they need to do. This video is literally all about helping you earn money as a coach. I'm giving you things that a lot of courses would charge you for, right? But when you work with me, I help you to actually go through each of these steps so we can figure out your own personalized plan, so that we can give you your own journey, so that we can set clear-cut goals for you specifically and apply these general frameworks to your own personal situation. So if you're not already creating content and distributing content on the platforms where your ideal client is hanging out, then you're missing one of the most crucial pieces of everything, because nobody's going to give you money until that they can see that you are the person who can help them. They're going to want to test drive you before they give you any money, before they even trust you to help them solve their problem. So find out, number one, where is your ideal client hanging out? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on YouTube? Are they on multiple of those platforms? If so, which platform can you focus on right now in order to attract and show your ideal client and audience what it is you can do for them? As an example, if you're attracting business professionals, you're probably going to find them on LinkedIn. Go on LinkedIn. Search the specific title that you're trying to reach, the specific person. Connect with everyone with that title. Tell them, hey, I'm going to be releasing content that will help you in your field. My goal is to add as much value to you as possible, right? 85% of them will accept you. And then once you start posting content, they're going to see, wow, Brandon's really giving it all away. Brandon's really helping me. He gave me something that I used. He helped me with all this information for free. What will I get by working with him? What will I get by actually paying him for help? All you life coaches out there, it's time to create a blog. It's time to create some video content. It's time to start making consistent and frequent posts on social media to share with the world what it is you do, to show them how you can serve them, and to start attracting them into your world. And we're going to be talking a lot more specifically on the content strategy and the content marketing. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of those episodes, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to this show wherever you're watching it right now. And if you found any piece of value from any of these 3 tips, be sure to share this show with one friend who can use it the most, because it's time to go out there to share your message, get it to people who need it, but not just help people, not just share your message, but earn an income at the same time, because the more income you can earn from sharing your message, the more people you're going to reach in a positive way. We'll be back in 30 seconds to talk specifically about where you can start with sharing content, whether it's a product, service, or a message you're marketing for yourself or your business. I'm going to talk to you about where and how you can begin sharing content to attract an audience. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to the Be Better Broadcast Impact Hour. If you're here, you have a message, a product, or a service that you want to share with the world. And specifically today, we're talking to a lot of service providers out there, especially you coaches, whether you're a business coach, fitness coach, life coach, whatever it is, whatever problems you are solving. I want to help you to expand your impact and earn more income at the same exact time. So go ahead and throw your questions in the chat if you have any questions at all about earning more income through impact with your service, your message, or your product. Now, in this second segment, I want to talk to you about where you begin in creating strong content that actually will attract clients into your ecosystem, clients into your business, and clients into your coaching practice. Beginning a content strategy can sound scary, because attached with it is the fear of consistency. Attached with it is the fear of being judged by putting yourself out there on video, by publishing your blog post, whatever it is you're doing to share your own journey and document your own story, document your own successes, can be nerve-wracking. because you're putting yourself out there in the public eye. But in order to make a true impact and in order to develop trust with your ideal client, with the person who you want to give you money so that you can help them, it's important that they know, like, and trust you before they even hire you as their personal or their business coach. So in this episode, in this segment, I want to talk with you about how you begin the process of putting out content. And the first thing I'll say is learn from my mistakes. In 2019, when I first started creating content, I put out video content. And one of the mistakes I made from the very beginning was I posted video content to the place where my target audience wasn't hanging out. And check it out. At the beginning, this can be an okay thing to do because you're going to get feedback from people who love you. You know, as an example, I posted content on my personal page on Facebook. And I would post videos on how to transform your life. I'd post videos on goal setting on, or videos on achieving your goals, videos on eliminating debts. And I would post them all to my personal Facebook page. And did they help some people? Sure. But a lot of the people who were liking and commenting and viewing were my friends and my family who simply wanted to support me. Support is one thing. Earning income and actually creating a sustainable business that pays you every single month is a different thing. And it's okay to post your content to your personal pages at the beginning because you're going to get feedback and you're going to get practice from posting this content. But the most valuable thing you can do is post content where your ideal client and your audience, you know, the one that you actually want to be paying you for your services, is actually going to see it. So my ideal client at the very beginning was somebody who was doing very well in one area of their life, but they weren't doing as well in the other areas, such as their fitness, relationships, whatever it was. And I found eventually that that person was searching very specific terms into Google, like how to get my life under control, how to find balance in my life, how to create goals, how to escape anxiety, how to not be depressed anymore. I found that they were searching very specific terms that led them to YouTube. And about 6 months into my business journey, I finally created a YouTube channel and I started creating content for that YouTube channel in early 2020. And that is why early 2020 is the first time that I actually started to earn income with my business, because my content was finally getting in front of my ideal client. So the first step when it comes to where it is that you're going to create content, ask yourself, where does your customer or your ideal client spend the most time? Are they spending the most time on Instagram? If so, they're probably between the ages of 18 and 25 years old, maybe 18 and 30 years old. Is your ideal client spending time on LinkedIn? If they are, then they're probably some kind of business professional or a coach themselves or some kind of service provider. Is your ideal customer the older demographic? Maybe they're spending time on Facebook. So where is your ideal client spending time? And if you're not sure, find some of them in the real world physically and ask them, hey, where do you spend most of your time on social media? And even ask them at the same time, what are some of the greatest problems you're facing with this struggle that you're having, right? Get data wherever and whenever you can collect data about your target audience. And it's very clear that you become very clear on who your ideal client is and who your target audience is. That way you can successfully post content in front of that demographic. And then when it comes to creating content, a lot of people just think, okay, now I have to think about what to post. This is the thing, guys. All you need to know is who is the person you want to help. So as a coach or as a business or service provider, who is the person you're looking to help? And what is the problem that they have? It is not your job to determine what types of videos to post. I see so many videos out there with coaches and people who say, I get this question a lot, and I wanted to give an answer. Whenever you say the phrase, I get this question a lot, I can guarantee you that you're not actually getting that question. You're just trying to answer a question that you think people are asking. But rather than try to guess what your audience is asking, why not actually go to your audience themselves and ask them, hey, what are the struggles you're facing when it comes to insert whatever the problem is that you're solving? What are the struggles you're facing when it comes to losing weight? What are the struggles you're facing when it comes to eliminating your debts, when you're paying off your student loans, when you're building your business? Whatever the problem is that you solve, whatever industry you're in, ask your client what the greatest struggle is that they're facing. And there's a really easy way to do this that doesn't involve reaching out individually to every single person and asking them. While that can work, you could get better results by doing something like even posting a survey to your target audience. So coaches, this is gold. Listen up. Post a survey to your target audience and ask them the question, what are the top 2 questions when it comes to solving this specific problem? And obviously you'll insert the problem that you solve yourself. And you're going to get a ton of questions from people who are actually people who would pay you to help them to solve the problem that they want solved. And then it's really not rocket science what you do after that. Now you know who your client is, you know where they're spending time, you know the specific questions that they want answered. Your job now is simply to create content that answers those specific questions. So if this is making sense so far, be sure to share this with a friend, like, follow, subscribe to this broadcast so that you can see every single episode that we post, because they're coming every single week. We're going to be doing a broadcast and sharing these nuggets to help you to impact even more people, but also to earn income from this impact and actually create a business through impact and through helping people, or provide a service or a product or whatever it is you specifically do. And after you survey them and you start creating video content, or you start writing some blogs, or you start a podcast, or you start being a guest on other people's podcasts to answer some of these top questions that you get, what if you started to tag the people who you surveyed when you answer their specific question? So if Chris asks me, Brandon, I want you to help me specifically to figure out who my target audience is, I'll create a piece of content that answers Chris's question on how to find your target audience as a coach. After I create that piece of content, I'm going to tag Chris and say, hey, Chris, I made this for you. Does this answer your question? And what are your thoughts on this piece of content? Now, Chris is going to say, whoa, Brandon saw my question. Brandon's actually making an attempt to serve me and answer the questions that I asked him. If he's helping me like this for free, I can only imagine what he'll do once I actually start paying him for one-on-one or for group coaching or to join any kind of course that I've created. Right? So the order is, who is it that you're serving? Where are they spending their time? What are the questions that they're asking? And a content strategy is the easiest part, because all you have to do at that point is answer their questions. And don't be afraid to give away everything. Give away all your secrets, because the reality is information alone isn't going to help somebody. It'll help them to make some steps, but in order to get to the result that they want, they're going to have to work with you. And they know that. They know that they want that personalized guidance. So give away all your secrets. Post in your content anything that can help them. Don't hold back, because if you're putting it all out there for free, they're going to be thinking, wow, what would I get if I actually paid them for their coaching and paid them for their help or paid them for their product? And finally, you got to do this consistently. You have to post at least 3 times a week, answering several different questions that you got. And by the way, that could be simply, I got this question recently, here's my answer. It could be something simple, right? Don't worry about making your content perfect. Perfection is the enemy of execution. Making something absolutely perfect means that you'll never post it, or you'll post like once a month and then you won't get the results that you want. Just put out content. Build your personal brand. Solve your clients' problems with your content, and you might be surprised at how many clients you begin to attract. Now, we'll talk about how to take the engagement you get, how to put an outreach strategy behind that engagement to reach out to people and reach out to your client and then recruit them as clients after you start a content strategy in later episodes. So be sure you like, follow, subscribe to this broadcast wherever you're watching it so that you see all the future videos and episodes. Until we talk again next time, continue to be better. This has been Impact Hour. We come at you every single Friday to bring you tips, strategies, and techniques to expand your impact and earn income at the same time. As a coach, content creator, business, service provider, whatever you might be, I want to help you make a greater impact on the world and earn income at the same time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.